Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. How are we all doing today? So you might be able to hear something in the background. That is Lady eating because it's Lady. Yeah, I've just had my dinner and she's having the leftovers. So I haven't got much time and I really want to get this video done. So that's why we have to put up with Madam Mim. Okay, so this is the Spring Bling jewellery making kit. Not sure if there's any left in the shop when this goes up, but it is available online. If it's not there, it means we have sold out. I do have the gold plated earring kit as well. So in this video we are going to be making earrings. Now I do have my wire out as well because I'm actually going to put this video up on both of my channels, so on my main channel and on my other channel, for those who want to see how I do a wrap loop using these, because I did some keychains where I was using this for my loops. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So we will do that on them. These are some resin pieces which I want to wire wrap, which I'll come on another day and do, but they're absolutely stunning. They've got like a gorgeous holographic effect to them. I mean, they just look beautiful all wire wrapped. So where did I put my burr? There it is. So I just need to trim off a few bits. This is a burr which I never knew about until I started my other channel, and yeah, you guys, honestly, this is what I love about YouTube, is you find out so many things that you wouldn't normally necessarily know, but that just cleans up your edges and takes away any of those sharp bits. So yeah, so I'll probably do these in another video, but I think I might put the videos, the jewelry making videos, on both channels, I think, so you can watch on either one. So yeah, let me know if that's something that I should do. But I think for the earring one, that's what we're going to do. That one needs on. But yeah, I will come on and I will show you them. So there to remind me that I want to wire wrap them. Okay, so we are going to be making earrings today. So I do have the gold plated kit, earring kit, which I think goes really beautifully with this set. Silver goes beautifully as well, but I think, I don't know, there's something about gold at the minute that I'm really enjoying using. So in this kit you are getting 10 ear wires, 10 eye pins, 10 head pins, and 10 bead caps as well. So these are an 8mm bead cap. In the silver one you are getting a 6mm bead cap. So I have my beads all set up ready to do earrings. We're going to do a couple of different types of earrings. So we're going to do dangly earrings. I do need to get the wire. I had recorded these videos already, but then I deleted all the footage because, yeah, I was poorly and I thought I'd already uploaded them. But yeah, we do need some tiger tail wire or even string. Yeah, I will have to grab some of that out because it's not on the side where I thought it was. Lady, metal is not for chewing, thank you. Honestly, every time. Right, okay, so I'll show you how to do just a normal earring. So the first one we're going to do is we're just going to do one bead on the ear wire, like so. You can put the bead caps on if you wish to do so. If I remember rightly, these are just a little bit too big for this one, because these are 6mm beads. And then what you're going to do, you're going to have, let me just zoom in, hopefully we won't go off camera, and hopefully we won't get all the disruptions. First time I did it, I had so many disruptions. Yeah, it was quite funny. So I'm wanting sort of a finger's width. You're wanting about 1 centimetre of wire left over. So we're just going to trim that off. So we're left with this. You're then going to take your round nose pliers. So you need your side cutters and you need your round nose pliers for this. And you want to go about halfway down and you want to create your loop. Now I create my loop like this. So just like that. So it looks like that. It does not look nice at all. as you can see. But what I do is I do the loop and then I break the neck. And what I mean by breaking the neck is I bend it back, and then that gives me an open loop, to which we didn't get our ear wires out, of course. To which we are then going to grab an ear wire, and we're going to just pop that on. What are you eating, little lady? Right, Lady Ditchburn, that is not for eating either. You need to stop being a little madam. Oh my goodness. So there's me saying, I'm hoping we don't go, look at that, an earbud. She's eating an earbud. I mean, it's a clean earbud, but it's not the point. She's waggling her tail at me. She thinks it's funny. Do apologise about that. Anyway, yeah. So we have got our hook on there, and then you're just going to take your pliers, and we're going to close that loop up, and that is our loop there. A nice round loop for you, and it just dangles beautifully. So I'll show you that again, hopefully without the disruption of Madam Mim there. So let's get the same bead. So we are going to put that on just like so. We're going to have about 1 centimetre, and we're going to just snip that extra wire off. You do want to try and hold onto that wire like I did with my finger, because it does shoot off if you don't. Then we are going to create our loop. So I'll show you the other way that you can do your loop. So the other way that you can do your loop is you can bend your wire so it's at a 90-degree angle, and then you can come in about halfway down your pliers and then roll it, and that will give you another loop, like a really nice loop as well. We're going to put our ear wire on, and then we're just going to close that loop up. So it's whatever way you feel comfortable doing your loop. And there we have a really nice pair of earrings, really pretty. This would actually go really nice in my dress. I might wear it today. Along with the earrings, I've got black earrings in at the minute. So that's the first pair of earrings. The next pair of earrings I'm going to show you how to do is to do like dangly ones. I mean, they're dangly, but I mean like we're going to use an eye pin, 2 eye pins, and we're also going to use 2 head pins. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to find our the beads that we want. So I'm going to go with these. Okay, so each one is going to have them. Now we do have seed beads, so if you want to, you can add some seed beads on. So I'm going to start off with the head pin, and we're going to put the bead that's going to go on the bottom. Do I want a seed bead on? Yeah, let's add a seed bead on as well, like that. Again, you are going to cut it so that there's about 1 centimetre left of wire, and we're going to get rid of that bit. We're then going to put on our loop. So I'm going to do my way of doing a loop, which is I bend it so it's like that, and then I break the neck like that, and then we just slightly open it. Now instead of putting the ear wire on, we are not going to do that. We're going to grab our eye pin, and we're going to just slide our eye pin on like so, and then we're going to close up that loop, and there we have the bottom of our earring. Next up, we're going to do our next ear wire, and what I'm going to do this time is we're going to have a seed bead, our bead, and a seed bead. Okay, so just, oh, hang on, let's put that on, just like so. Okay, you want to, again, we want about 1 centimetre, so about that much. Take off that little extra, grabbing our round nose pliers. We're then going to put our loop in. So again, I'm just going to spin that round and then break its neck. I know that's quite a, yeah, I'm not sure that's the right term, but it's a term that I heard many moons ago, about 20 years ago when I started doing jewellery making. So yeah, we're then going to pop on our ear wire, and we're going to close up that loop just like so, and there we have our first dangly earring. And this is like a movement earring, so it's going to give you lots of movement, and you just want to repeat exactly the same for the other side. So I need to make sure I grab the same colour seed beads, just like so. And yeah, we just want to repeat it so that we have two earrings exactly the same. So that's what, oh, wrong one, where's my eye pin? I need to put my ear wire on them. Okay, just like so. There we have it. And then I'm going to grab a seed bead. We can actually just use that as a needle to pick them up. Pop on our our bead, and then another seed bead, and then we are going to cut that so that it's about 1 centimetre. Okay, and then we are going to put on our loop like that, and then our ear wire, and then we're just going to close that up, and there we have a pair of dangly earrings, like movable earrings, which are just gorgeous. So that's 2 pairs of earrings. Now for the third pair, I do need to go and get the wire, the tiger tail, and I do need to get the culottes as well as our crimp beads. I'm going to show you how you can make them with just using the ear wires and what's in the kit. So let me go and grab those bits and then I'll be back. Right, okay, we're back. So I have the crimp beads, I've got the tiger tail, and we've got the culottes. So for this, what you want 2 culottes or clamshells, depending on what you call them. So we've got 2 of those out. We just want 2 of the crimp beads, because it's not there's not going to be any pressure on this. You can just get away with just putting 1 crimp bead on each, because yeah, we're not going to be pulling at them as they are earrings. And then you want your tiger tails. So to get the tiger tail out of the bag, you'd literally just pinch it, and as long as you've got a hold of all of it together, that honestly is all you need to do. I'm going to cut 2 pieces off. I highly suggest you have long pieces. There will be waste on it, but yeah, long pieces are so much better to work with when doing this style of earrings. So now that I've got 2 pieces off, that's my kink bit, which keeps it all together. All you're going to do is just place it back in the bag. I've just actually watched our lovely Rachel. She sent me her video of her doing some jewelry, and she did it perfectly, because she's never used this. Yeah, and oh, I was so proud of her. Right, anyway, so we do have our pieces of wire. You can see they're not the same length at all, but we only need it, technically we're only needing about maybe, I don't know, 2 inches of the wire. And what we're going to do, you're going to hold on to one end. This is why you want a longer piece. You want to hold on to one end, and what you want to do is you want to put your design on. So we're going to start off with one end, and I'm going to put on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gold, 6. I want 10 on all together. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So I'm going to put 10 seed beads on. Okay, then I'm going to grab my bead. Actually, let's have a look. Do I want to grab, yeah, let's grab a big bead. So I'm going to go with these ones. So we're going to put one of them on, and then I'm going to put another 10 beads on. I'm going to try and keep it the same on both sides if I can. So let's see if we can do that. So 1, 2. So I'm just following the pattern of the other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so that's the design of my earring. So this is going to be a looped earring. So then what you want to do is you want to put your pieces of wire together. You want to take your culotte and you want to go in the opposite end of the mouth. Now I'm using mouth because I think it's a perfect name, so thank you, Rachel, for that. So you've got 2 ends. You've got the mouth end where it looks like it's going to eat it. That's where you're going to hide your bead. And then you've got this back end. So you're wanting to go in the back end. So you're going to put both pieces of wire through the hole like so and just let it drop. Okay, then you're going to grab your crimp beads, sorry, because we're using crimp beads. I just personally find them to be so much more secure, so that is personal choice. And then what we're going to do, I'm just going to put that around my finger. I'm going to pull this really tight. I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and this needs to be open more so we can get in, and we're just going to pull down as tight as we can so that that is nice and taut, and then we're going to squish it just like that. Okay, once you've got all that secure, we're just going to take our side cutters and snip off those bits of wire because we no longer need them, and then we are going to very gently just close that up like so. I'm going to use my chain nose pliers just to make sure that's fully closed, and then this is what we have. Then to finish it off, we're just going to open up the loop on our ear wire and we're just going to slide that on like so. I'll come closer for the second one, and there we have our little loop earring. So it's as simple as that. So let me come in closer. I just realized I didn't zoom in, and let's do that. So I'm going to pop that there so that I'll pop it there so you guys can see. Okay, and I'm going to follow the same pattern. So holding one end of the wire, we're going to use the other end as a needle to pick up our beads. So we're wanting 10 all together, and we want to keep the same pattern that we've got on there. So there's 3, 4, oh, hang on, no, there's 5 on there. You shouldn't be on there, it should be a white. 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9, and then the last one is white again. Okay, so that's following the pattern of what we've got on the other other earring. I'm going to then take our large bead and we're going to pop that on, and then we're going to put the rest of the beads on. So we need a white, a lime green, a aqua green, and then a grass green, followed by a gold. Okay, then we want another white, a green, lime green, a dark green, grass green, and then like an aqua green. Right, there we go. So there we have it. There's our beads on. So we're going to just place them together like that. So we've got our ends. Just push your ends together because it does make it easier to go through your culotte. So this is the culotte. Let me just put it on my finger if it'll stay. Oh no, I'm just going to open it up. Okay, so this side is the mouth side. We want to go in the opposite side, so we're going to go in this hole here. So there is a hole right in the bottom there, and you're just going to put both of your wires through that hole. Okay, just like so. Now my wires are not together. There we go. Right, so that is what we have. It's now on to our wire. Okay, next you're going to grab your crimp bead, and it is tiny. It's a little 2mm crimp bead. Let's see if we can, there we go. It is super tiny, but this is what's going to secure this wire into place. You're going to put both pieces of wire through, and then we're going to pull that down. Now you're going to open up your culotte quite wide for this, and then what you're going to do, you put your wire between your fingers. You're going to grab hold of that crimp bead, don't push yet, and you just, while you've got hold of it, you're going to push down on the wire to make this nice and taut, and then you're going to squish it. Okay, so that is it all nicely secure. We're going to trim off that wire. We no longer need that, and then you're just going to very gently close this clot up like so, and there you have your bead, well, your piece, your hoop, ready to put on your ear wire. So to finish this earring off, we're literally just going to open this up, and then we're going to pop on our hoop, close that, and there we go. That is your earring ready to wear. So it's a different style of earring. I know that our lovely Christine has done this style as well, so do check out her videos. So yeah, so that is the earrings, the necklace and the bracelet. I do have a box tutorial coming up of how to put these into a box. Yeah, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Now I'm going to quickly show you how I do it with wire. So if you have wire, then you can quite easily, I'm just going to chop a bit off. So this is a 0.8 mil wire. It is a copper, it's a steel wire with a copper coating. I love it. I find it really nice to work with. I get it off eBay, but I've had this for about 10 years. So I'm not sure if you're able to sort of get it, but yeah, Cooks and Gold do a lovely wire, copper wire. I prefer copper, but I tend to use this one because yeah, it's just a nice one to use. I do all my practicing with this one, and then I go on to my copper or my silver, depending on what I'm doing. So yeah, I've just got a piece of wire. Now I'm going to I was asked about a wrapped loop because people saw me doing a wrapped loop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I do it with a piece of wire. So let us zoom in. Okay, I'm just gonna, there we go. So this is your wire. What you're going to do is you're going to come down, so you've got about an inch at the end, and you're just going to wrap it around like that. So this is what you've got. This is your loop. Okay, so you're just making around. You want to keep your pliers in the on the wire, and what you're going to do is you can either do it by your hand, which is what I'm about to do, or you can do it with some pliers. You're just going to wrap around that wire, and you want to wrap about three. I always wrap about 3 times. Now the bonuses of a wired loop, like a wrapped loop like this, is it's definitely not going to go anywhere. This is also where you need your side cutting pliers. Your side cutting pliers. So if I was to cut my pliers like this, so this way, you're going to end up with a really sharp bit on here. It's going to scratch you because it's not flush. You're going to have so you can just see it. Come on, please show. So can you see there's it's not completely flat. It's got like a sharp point to it. That's because we've used the wrong side. Sorry, my hands are so dry. What you want to do is you want to come in with this side. So I'm just going to take a little bit off and just show you. So you saw how sharp that is. Now if I come in and cut that, can you see the difference? Can you see that is all the way, that is completely flat across? That is the difference between that's why you need your side cutting pliers. When you are cutting wire off to make jewelry, you want to make sure that this straight side, the flush side, is against your jewelry piece, because then you're not going to get that really sharp point. Now, don't get me wrong, it is slightly sharp, but you can come in with a nail file just to do that, or you can tuck it in, which is what I tend to do. So I'm just going to come in and we're going to cut that off. Okay, so you can see, come on, there we go. So you can see that is completely flat. We're just going to take our chain nose pliers. First of all, I'm going to just push it together like that. Oh, sorry. So I'm just pushing it together like that to make sure that it's nice and tight. And then we're just giving it a squish. And you want the flat, you do not want the serrated when working with wire, because if you use the serrated, it's going to mark your wire. And the other thing you want to do is you just want to put your finger over, and if it doesn't catch your finger, then you've got it tucked in nicely. So that is how you do a wrapped loop. Now I'm going to show you what to do when you've got a bead on. So let's pop a bead onto here. Okay, like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab your round nose pliers again, and you're going to just put them up about about 1/2 centimetre, 5mm away from the bead. You're going to bring in the wire and you're going to wrap it around your pliers, okay, like so. So you just like that, and then you're going to wrap your wire 3 times around your that bead, just like that, and you're going to pull tight. Then I like to just break the neck so that that looks like a little, like, looks just nicer and neater. You're going to come in with your pliers. Again, you want to make sure that you've got them the right way. Snip that off like so. Grab your chain nose pliers and you want to tuck that in. So you're just giving it a bit of a squidge, rub your finger over, and then there you have it. So that is how you do a wire loop. Now this loop for me is really annoying me because it's not straight. There we go. There we go. That's so much better. So it is definitely well worth going in and just slightly twisting your loops so that they look perfect. But I think that's the OCD in me. But you can actually make a necklace or a bracelet like this. So what you would do to connect these, you could either use jump rings, or what we can do is we can start a loop, okay, like I showed you, okay, and then you're just going to grab this and you're going to put it on like so. You're then going to put your pliers back in, and you're just going to do what the wrapped loop, like what we did in the beginning, and that is the start of your next one. So I've done that. Now can you see that there we go, that looks much better. We're just going to trim this off like so, and then we're just going to press that in. So this is how I made the keychains on my other channel using the wire. Just going to check with my finger all is well. We're going to grab another bead. Okay, let's pop that bead on. And then we're going to go, and so you want to be about 5mm away, so 1/2 centimetre. Wrap your wire around your round nose pliers and then wrap it 3 times around your wire, and just like that, okay. And then we're just going to trim the wire. Make sure your snips are the right way, like so. And then you're just going to tuck that in. Make sure that your loops are the right way. And there you have it. So that is another way of how you can do your bracelets if you have any wire. And you can get wire from Cooks and Gold, is where I get all my sterling silver wire and gold wire from. I even get copper from there, or you can go on eBay. eBay have some lovely a wire. I'm hoping to start stocking wire soon, but I just need to find a really good stockist, and the wire's got to be good quality before I sell it to you guys. So yeah, but yeah, so I hope this has been a helpful video for you guys. Do check out my design team. I want to finish that off now because I think that I do actually have enough beads in which to, yeah, so that one will go there. Let's have a look. Yeah, and then I could do some wire twists. Shall I show you how to do a piece to go in between if you haven't got quite enough yeah, quite enough, what you call it, beads. So you just do the twist, so around one way, okay, like what we've done. So I'm just going to do that 3 times, trim that off, oh, like so, and then squish it, and then we're going to come in, so we're about, not, there we go, so we're going to come in, so we're about just under 1 centimetre, and we're going to make another loop. So my well, mum's in the garden. It goes off. So we're going to make our loop. I'm going to attach it onto our piece, because this is a link. We're making a link because we don't have enough beads left. And then all you're going to do is just wrap your wire around. I should have done it with a bit more wire, but there you go. You can come in and use your other pliers to help you if you haven't got enough wire, like so. I'm going to cut that. Oh, trying to get through that tiny gap. Right, we're just going to squish that down so that it's not going to hurt or scratch or anything. Straighten up our loops, because I do feel like that's something that is important. And there you go, you've got like a little scruffy, what I call a little scruffy link. Come on, there we go. If you use larger wire, it is a lot better to use larger wire, so maybe like a 1.5mm wire. You would get really nice links, but I love the scruffy links, this is what I call a scruffy link. And then you would just add a bead on and you would just keep going. What I might do is actually off camera, I'm going to continue and I'm going to make it because I want to see what it looks like. Yeah, so I'll do this quickly off camera. And I'll come back and I'll show you how it looks, and then I might even show you with the wire how I would make a clasp. So I'll be 2 seconds. Okay, so that is done. There's the bracelet. Now I just need a clasp for it. So we're going to do that. I'm going to show you how I would make a clasp just out of wire. So I'm just going to tape myself some. I don't know how, maybe about 10 inches. You don't need this much. I just like to cut a big piece off just so that I know. But what I'm going to do is we're going to sort of fold our wire in half. So you want about 11 inches will do this, because yeah, you do need extra so that you can get them. But what we're going to do is we're folding this in half. And we're just squeezing them together, it together, just at the top, like so. And this is going to form our loop to hook into here. So now that I've got that, so actually, yeah, you could probably get away with just 8 inches. So I'm going to cut this and show you. There we go. So if you've got 8 inches of wire, fold it in half, and then you just want to, yeah, fold that together and really pinch that so that it is, let's move in, there we go. Yeah, so it's completely together. And then what you're going to do, I'm actually going to just use a glue stick. You want something round. Now I normally use a mandrel, but I just want to show you guys how to do stuff if you don't have the tools. So anything round, a pen, a pencil, anything, and you just want to create that hook. So yeah, so there's our hook just there. Now what you want to do is you want to grab your round nose pliers, and what we're going to do is we are just going to create a loop at the bottom, so however long you want it, so maybe about a centimetre from the hook itself. And we're just going to bring this around. Now you're not going to close this up yet because we need to attach that bit onto our bracelet. So I'm just going to pop that on just like that. So we've now got that on. Then I'm going to put my round nose pliers back in, and we are literally going to use both wires to wrap around here. And you want to make it decorative, so you want to go slow with this so that it looks really, really pretty. Okay, so this is just very basic. You can make these a lot more decorative with swirls and things, but we're just keeping it basic. You're going to trim that off. So yeah, 8 inches is more than enough of wire to do this, and you want to pinch that together. The other thing that is really handy to have, which I would personally do, let me just squeeze this in, is I would actually come in and use my hammer to hammer this bit, because it would give me the strength that I like. It would give you a bit more, sort of make it a bit more solid. if that makes any sense. So this is what you've got. Now what we're wanting to do now, just take your chain nose pliers. You just want to bend it just there. You want to sort of push this in, and then this little bit here, you just want to make it into basically like an ear wire. So that's what we're doing. So can you see? And there is your clasp. So now when you wear your bracelet, that's how it will clasp on. And then you just sort of pinch it closed when you've got it on, so it's less likely to come off. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you want a more like if you would like a tutorial for this just on its own, it makes life so much easier as well to put on having them. Let me just, there we go. So if I just, oh missed, there's me saying it's easier, but hang on. Hang on, there is a way to do it with a paper clip, but yeah, there we go. I don't know if you can see there. So that's how it looks on your wrist. Isn't that gorgeous? Might wear that today. Yeah, anyway, that is it for today, guys. I really do hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. So I will be back for a fourth part. So the bracelet, making the bracelet, so this bracelet is over on my other channel. The necklace is on this channel. The earrings are going to be on both channels, and then the box is just on this channel. So yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching, and thank you everybody who has purchased this kit. I hope you've enjoyed using it. I would love to hear your feedback. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you again, and until next time, please do all stay safe and happy crafting. Bye.